we go, here we go. 60 outlaw. Ready?
Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Gun.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Newton, and they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Yeah, Greg Olsen's back for his 13th NFL season. The last 9 have been in a Panthers uniform. Only 9 games for him a year ago, 7 the season before due to injuries. But when healthy, 1,000-yard receiver in 2014, 15, and 16.
Wright's got it. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Scarlett. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
2nd down and goal. Newton, and he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A 9-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive and throw an interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First down, Washington.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to the ground on 1st, it's Geis. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Smith. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And now it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Gerald McCoy, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing.
And the pressure gets to him again. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half. decide if there's a time to be aggressive, now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one, and look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Newton, he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 27 yards there, a 1st down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Smith. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Scarlett on the carry. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll run it with Scarlett. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well. But when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Gun.
Now a give here to Scarlett. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play call,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Third and long, it's Smith. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Brian Burns, make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
He's coming.
On the handoff, it's Scarlett. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Now Newton. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. DRC, Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie getting in there to break it up. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. A toss here to Scarlett. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's now 4th and goal.
20.
On 4th down, Newton. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Smith and the Redskins will come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Now Smith. Complete. Richardson has it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
Check.
First down, Redskins.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 3, second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Smith. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Throwing on 3rd and long. Smith got the connection here to Bourne. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Smith on first down. Off to Geis on the screen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. To throw again on 2nd down. Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Check 13. Check 13. 8.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check. Here we go. Crunch.
They fake the give. Newton. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Switch.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. Ryan Kerrigan. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position.
Let's go. 60 outlaw. 54. Mike, 54. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up.
Smith hands off to Geis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 25-yard line.
Ready?
Here's Smith. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 16 yards, a first down.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is first and goal from about the 8. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
I got you.
To throw is Smith. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the sack means it's third and goal now from the 10. They run with Geis, and they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Not at all what they envisioned on third down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Hopkins' kick is good. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for...
It got his man complete. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Great.
56, Mike, 56.
Third and long, it's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down. This is caught inside the 15. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Now a shotgun handoff to Scarlett. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is now an even 30. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it third down. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Smith. And now here's another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk.
No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. Mario Addison able to record his 5th sack of the season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now it's Smith. And he goes down, and it's in the end zone. Smith goes down in that end zone. That is a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it costs them 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Fielded at the 20.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
I got you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the safety creep.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Mike 55, Mike 55.
They are going to go for it. It's Newton. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Newton looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again. That is just one. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mario Addison in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
A throw over the middle, taken in. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
It's a gain of 19.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and get it with Geis. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. Going to give this time to the tailback. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Panthers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. Here it's 3rd and 2. They turn to Scarlett again. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll have another 1st down and more. Touchdown, Carolina! Jordan Scarlett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The extra point up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Mario Addison, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. 3rd down here. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Smith throwing on 3rd and long. Got a man, that's Quinn. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Line 54. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Here's Smith. Going to throw again. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. 61, matchbox lights. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Go.
Off of play action. Here's Smith. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right?
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Break. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Hit it.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
You got 3. Jim. Topper.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
Check safety. Ready.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. Oh, he shifts past him. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Here's Tressway now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you.
And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Panthers, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Washington, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Finish game. Entering XP feedback screen. Entering player upgrades screen. You have 3 options. Drake Quinn is selected. Entering my goals screen. Entering XP feedback. Entering yes. Entering attention pop up to players. Entering franchise hub screen. Things to do. Entering franchise hub screen. Things to do. Udox score is selected. Training complete. Udox score is selected. Advance week. Things to do ready to advance is selected. Entering yes. Entering main menu screen. Most feared. Franchise. Entering online / team select screen. The Atlanta Falcons, the home team, are selected. Ready. Use advanced settings submit. Entering advanced settings screen. SF defense. Fire Left kitchens selected. Edit uniforms submit. Entering edit uniforms. Uniform name. Current home selected. 66 to 67 classic home selected. 2005's alternate classic selected. 1970s classic away. 1970s classic home 75th anniversary classic selected. 2015's alternate classic selected. Current alternate classic selected. 2017's color rush. Current color rush selected. Ready. Edit uniform. Ready.
Yeah. Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad beat pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. On to get us started now, the kicker, Chris Boswell. And we are underway from Atlanta. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Let's go now. 30 base. Check, 59. General West.
After the interception, here's Rudolph. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they get after them early.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
59, ready. Back 25. Watch the slack.
3rd and 2, now Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 29.
Ryan now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 14 yards there and a Falcon 1st down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
But now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that wasn't a completion, but it wasn't a sack either. So the good takeaway, able to extend the life of the play. Normally, you would think he'd just take off and run downfield, but he was trying to find an open receiver, unable to do so.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First down, Steelers.
Let's go. 10 Lobo. Blue draw Corker.
Check me out. Check me out.
Let's go.
Play action. It's Rudolph. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. They were looking for Johnson that time. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your...
And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked up by Steven Nelson. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let it. 60 outlaw. 50 team spill.
First carry for James Conner. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down. Now on second and 16. Rudolph under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Rudolph off play action. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kamal Ishmael. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. Well, earlier, Charles, we looked at some of the Week 8 games that were intriguing. How about some Week 8 games where you've got a team that really needs a win? And I was thinking about the Chargers at Chicago and Cleveland at New England. You feel like the Chargers and Cleveland need to find a way to get a victory.
I think you're exactly right, and the Chargers' chances are really slipping away. Chicago, I would throw in there as well at 3-3 and struggling on offense. They say they know they need to run the ball more. They absolutely must run the ball more. But Cleveland and New England, for me with Cleveland, with all the high expectations in preseason, it's almost a must-win at a place almost no one wins.
And a couple more here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Connor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on second down. Rudolph got an open man. It's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rudolph now to throw. Complete to Washington. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now this throw complete to Washington. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. A first opportunity for the Steelers in the red zone. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
You draw Porter. Mike, 53, Mike. Get it.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A 13-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And an alley to run. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 36 yards on the play. Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. 14 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard.
Check. 22 Jet Bombers. 22 Jet Bombers. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Switch up. 25. Check 25. Check 25. Protein spill. Slam.
Here's Rudolph. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Rudolph looking to throw it. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
The outlaw, we own it. Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. So they touched it before it went 10.
Entering pause screen. Resume. Entering, cancel pop-up waiting for your peer to resume online game. Cancel.
And that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check 43. 61, matchbox light. Ready.
Rudolph going to throw again. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense.
On 1st down, it's Connor. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
On the ready. 53, check 53. And let's get in that hole.
From the 29, Rudolph. Eluding the pressure right. Rudolph loses the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ready. 53 is the mic. Pilot, 64, wait. Now.
They'll run here with Connor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Rudolph. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Go! 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll try to surge ahead with Connor. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And Boswell's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
Oh, good move. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's go deep tight. Let's go deep tight. Kill.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 35-yard line.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Jones has it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 17-yard line. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Freeman. He will push his way down to about the 14. The tackle there by Mark Barron. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. On third down, Devontae Freeman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is out of bounds here. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready, Black 25.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again.
Again, it'll be Freeman. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal.
54, stop!
They'll try and run. Freeman. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
6-6, pull it high. Mike, 53, Mike. You ain't to go.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here, as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. 3rd and 2, Rudolph. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
General West.
They'll run for it with Connor. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. But the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And I think this defense knew what was coming, as he is smothered behind the line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Ready? 10 Lobo. Check 53. I'm going to run you over. Be grip.
On 2nd and 12, Rudolph. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Juju Smith-Schuster with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Oh, and it's no good. He tugged it wide left, and that will keep our score right where it is.
14. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And some room to run now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Three down. Hey, alert three. Get up.
They run. Devontae Freeman. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Bud Dupree in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now it's Ryan. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
Entering, pause, exit game, enter, yes exit, entering, attention pop-up, your peer has conceded the game, exit game. Entering online, play friend, depth chart, update, compare quick, play friend, depth, play friend, depth chart, update, compare, depth, play friend, depth, compare, depth, play friend, depth, compare stats, depth, play friend, depth, compare stats, depth, compare stats, depth chart, entering main menu screen, most feared, exhibition, franchise, cloud, entering cloud franchise screen, undefined.
Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winner side, ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired, you will never know, you ain't never tried, work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that, big chips, man, I need that, hustle hard, on the job, you can see that, on my head is real good, we don't need your feedback, they clear the way with my crew coming through, what I do, lace up the shoes, chase W's, what I do, lace up the shoes, chase W's, now what I do, lace up the shoes, chase W's, get the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news,
What I do, lace up my shoes, chase W's, great colored coops. Uno, no, I can't be number 2. MVP, the league most valuable. They sweet as
Good franchise is selected.
If you can't match this attitude, I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind.
Name of the legal youngster 45 legend. Entering franchise hub screen things to do.
Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me.
Training, U-Box score is selected. Advanced week. U-Box score is selected.
Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop, it's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired, can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe, never let opponents get...
Entering franchise hub screen things to do. Upgrade players. Play season game is selected. Advanced week. Play season. Upgrade players. Play season game is selected. Team adjust. Members, you have 32 options. Drizzle 24 is selected. XFO Vernate 18 is selected. Team adjust. Things to do, you have 8 options. Play season game is selected. Advance week.
It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag. My
Team members, you have 32. XFORXRE XFO Vernate Dolphins 18 is selected. Kevin Shakir. Team adjust lineup. Lineup offense QB, you have 3 options. FB, you have 3 options. J White 76 overall is selected. WR2, you have 3 options. And Harry defense. Defensively, you have 3 options. J Simon 74 overall is selected. CB2, you have 2 options. Entering, confirm action pop-up to you. Defensively, you have 3 options. Offense. Offense QB, you have FB. Generate best lineup. Entering, confirm action pop-up to you. Offense QB, you have 3 options. J Winston 82 overall is selected. Entering franchise hubs. Things to do, you have 8 options. Set season goal is selected. Entering season goal screen, you have 2 options. You have commit your goal for the year. You have 4 options. 7. Commit your goal for the year. You have 4 options. Commit your goal for the year. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do. Run it back. Entering franchise hub screen, things to do.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number.
Entering franchise hub screen, things to do.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest.
Upgrade players.
I ain't gotta shut the cell.
Entering player upgrade. Yes. Entering, attention, pop-up 12 players were upgraded. Okay.
I just wanna see more dead It's just throwing, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. No name, though. We need more, tell them.
Entering franchise hub screen, things to do.
Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist while I point to God. Big numbers.
Entering franchise hub screen, things to play season game is selected.
Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand.
Entering franchise hub screen, things to do.
Count it up.
View message, X Factor Delaware is selected.
Hey, she wanted like me cause her like she can count on him. She tried to be nosy and hit her max, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more.
Entering franchise hub screen things to do.
16 cars in my front yard. 30 on my wrist, point to God. Big numbers.
Entering franchise hub screen things to do.
Big numbers.
You have two options. Negotiate is selected. And press. Entering pop-up. You have two options. Not entering franchise hub screen things to do. Start week. Scout college players. Advance week. Play season game is selected.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to
Scout college players.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you. Currently, I'm the greatest
yes.
in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my
Entering main menu screen most feared. Franchise. Cloud. Entering. Load franchise is selected. Name of the legally youngster 45 legend.
Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, ain't all that lane.
Name of the legal youngster 45 under. Entering franchise hub screen things to do. Play season game is selected. Think. Entering training. Start training. Entering Patriots versus. Entering franchise hub screen things to do. Play thing. Entering skip simulate training. Play full game. Entering ready.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm the coach. You're locked into the... From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
And Super Sim exit game. Entering exit game pop-up. Are you sure you want to exit the game? Entering pause screen. Resume. Super Sim. Enter. Exit game. Enter. Yes, exit to menu. Entering main menu screen. Most feared franchise cloud. Continue playing. Entering franchise hub screen. Things to do. Play season game is selected. Things to do, you have 4 options. Play full game. Entering team select screen. The Buffalo Bills, the home team, are ready.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the 42-year-old, 6-time Super Bowl champion Tom Brady and the New England Patriots as they match up with Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Hello, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they, too, were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. So here are the Bills being led out by their quarterback, the 7th overall pick in the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen. And of course, the Bills, they've been looking for a franchise quarterback for a number of years, and now they think they have their guy. He certainly had his moments as a rookie, including an impressive win in Minnesota in his second NFL start.
Entering Super Sim.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for New England, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here
Post-game
on EA
report
Sports.
players stats.
With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
Finish game. Entering XP feedback screen, you have 27 options. Game day goals is selected.
I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl ring.
Entering player upgrades screen. Press. Entering attention pop-up 3 players worth. Entering franchise hub screen things to do.
Fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I got a stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for?
Press.
You can check the scoreboard.
Entering pop-up. You have 2 options. Start negotiations is enter. Press. Entering pop-up. You have 2 options. Entering franchise hub screen things to do. Entering yes. Entering main menu screen most feared.
How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out.